Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this super glam makeup routine. This is my go-to glam makeup routine that I do if I'm going to an event or a night out. Definitely a purple coppery halo eye is my go-to with a wing. I think this is such a beautiful look and it's gonna look really pretty on any eye look because this purple, it has a reddish undertone and it just looks beautiful on every eye color. I'm so excited to show you guys how I got this look, and not to mention this is the second look from the Latte Palette. Super exciting because today is the actual pre-launch. If you're watching this right now, I'm probably at my launch party. You can check that out on Snapchat if you guys wanna see behind the scenes of what's going on. But for now, I'm going to be showing you how to get this look. If you guys want to pre-order the palette, I will have the links below. Just go to DominiqueCosmetics.com and you can pre-order your palette today. So I'm super excited about that. I am very excited to show you this look as well. So if you want to see how to get it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the quad family. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. I didn't do my brows in my last video, so I'm going to do it in this one. I'm going to be grabbing my go-to products that I use for my brows. So I always like to start off with the Foolproof Brow Powder in number 5 right here. I have no nails because my nails have had it with me. They fell off, they broke, they're very fragile. Just start to fill in the areas that I want more brow. It doesn't give you a ton of payoff right away. You can build it up, so I really like that. And then with the Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 5, I'm just gonna go into the sparse areas. I'll just go and hit this spot really quick with a really light hand and just sketch in that brow back and forth, so it just looks like normal wild brow hairs. I just love that look lately, those wild brow hairs. So I'm just gonna fill in the very front part of my brow. I'm gonna make them look a little bit more sharp by putting on some concealer. So I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape and use that on the lid. With the concealer that we have on our lid, just going to take a brush and go right underneath. And I feel like for me, a very defined brow shape is my go-to kind of glam brow. So, and then with the rest, I'm just gonna work it in with my finger since I have the opportunity to use my finger at its full capacity. Does that even make sense? So the concealer is going to work for us in two ways. It's going to give us a nice base for our eyeshadow to stick on, and it's also going to define the brow and make it just look more clean and the shape look more prominent. Once the concealer is dried down, I'm going to go ahead and start to work on my eyes. And when I'm doing more of a glam look, I like to save the face for later before I start working on the eyes. I'm gonna put on some primer so that by the time I get to the face, it'll already dry down. So I'm gonna take the Cover FX Blurring Primer. It comes out just like a nude shade. It's one of those silicone-based primers that you kind of press into your pores so that whenever makeup lies right on top, it'll just glide over it and make your skin look really even and smooth. So I'm just gonna press that in. And then I'm gonna take the Professional Pearl Primer and I'm gonna use that right on the cheekbones and underneath the eye just to brighten up the eyes a little bit more, and right across the nose. I like that this primer smooths everything out, but at the same time, it gives you that illumination. So really, really like that about this primer. So now I'm gonna start on my eyes, and by the time I get done with them, my face will be completely dry and prepped, ready for foundation. I'm gonna take the Latte Palette. I'm gonna do the second look with it today. The first color I'm picking up is Vanilla Cream, just to set everything in place and also set right underneath the brow bone. I'm definitely gonna bring that right on top the inner corners just because I have been looking a little sleepy lately, and this is definitely gonna brighten up that area. So the next color I'm picking up is Caramel. Start to work this right around the crease, coming down towards the end of the lid, bringing it all the way to the other side of the crease. So this is going to be the first shade we're laying down to transition into that purple. Oh, I didn't tell you I was gonna use a purple today, but I am gonna use Double Shot, which is such a beautiful color. First, we wanna transition it. So I'm going to lay that brown down really nice all around the eye. Skip the center of the lid because we are going to pop on one of the foil shadows in the center. Take your hand, put it at the back of your brush and just lightly use circular motions to blend out those edges. I'm pretty good with that intensity. that I have on the crease right now. So I'm gonna start to work in the purple shade. I'm so excited about this. So now I'm gonna go into Double Shot, which is this shade right here. As you can tell, I've been using it. And I'm taking a Vasanti Contour Eyeshadow 4 brush like this. This has actually been one of my favorite brushes that I've been gravitating towards. So I'm gonna start right here at this edge. Such a beautiful purple, I swear. Double Shot is gorgeous. So I'm gonna take it right on the corner, and then I'm gonna start to bring it in, bring it right through that crease and all the way over to the other end of the eye. And you guys can blend however you feel comfortable. You can either do these windshield wiper motions going back and forth, or you can do circular motions like this. Some people even do these rocking motions. Do any one of those and just blend that eyeshadow in. It blends out so beautifully. I'm so happy with these shadows. I'm starting off pretty soft, and then what I like is to go a little bit softer right in this crease area right here. I like to soften this up, but I like the corners of the eye to be more intense when I'm doing a halo. And when I do this eye, sometimes I like to keep it kind of rounded and just put lashes on, like wispy lashes. But I also don't mind doing a wing. I don't mind bringing the Glam wing out with a halo eye. Now I'm gonna take a little bit more on my brush and build up this outer and inner intensity. Make sure to keep that soft hand. That's the key to making your eyeshadow look super, super blended, soft, celebrity kind of makeup. So make sure that you guys are using a light hand. I know it's kind of hard, especially if you're in a rush. You want to just kind of get in there and just, you know, but take your time. Promise you, using a light hand will change your eyeshadow game. I promise. So I'm gonna dip the same brush back into caramel and work that right around and blend. It's just gonna look so seamless and beautiful with caramel right around it. It's just gonna make people's eyes just instantly look into yours. So I really like to make sure that I have this nice, pretty, glowing kind of halo around the entire eye. It just draws people's attention to your eyes. And yeah, we're gonna go right around. And I'm gonna deepen it up a little bit more. So I'm gonna take a smaller, densely packed brush. This is the Makeup Shack T14 brush. Intensify this outer corner even more. See, when you have something that's densely packed like this, you're automatically gonna get more pigment, more color payoff in that spot. So just be ready to blend this out. So I always have a clean, blending, fluffy brush on hand. Once I apply the amount that I want, then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. You can even take some of the caramel and that'll help blend out those edges and make them really nice and soft. So now I'm gonna pop on the halo shade right in the center. I'm getting really excited about it. This is Creme Brulee right here. Sorry for my janky nail. And this is the color that matches the palette's foil. And I'm gonna work that right in the center. This is really gonna bring all the attention to your eyes. And I absolutely love this color. So now I'm just gonna add a little bit of vanilla cream right on the brow bone. So I'm gonna take this Sigma Firm Shader brush and just work that right below. So I grabbed the Balm Schwing liner and I'm going to give myself a wing. My favorite mascara right now is the LC Lash Full Mascara. I'm gonna grab that. Pop on some mascara to my lashes. The lashes I'm gonna pop on are from the Makeup Shack. They are called Mad Eye and they're so pretty, wispy, fluttery, and fluffy, but at the same time you can see your eye shape in the makeup, so they're perfect. I'm gonna pop these on really quick and I will be right back. All right, so I am done with the lashes, the brows, and the eyelashes. So now I'm gonna move on to the rest of the face. The face is very prepped and ready for foundation right now. So I'm gonna grab my Jouer Essential High Coverage Foundation. This is my go-to for a full coverage glam foundation look. So I'm in the shade Almond when I'm not fake tanning. And just work this in. You don't even need that much of this foundation because it is extremely full coverage. It covers your whole entire life in one application. Yeah, I'm gonna work that all the way down to the neck. Always work it down to the neck so that everything looks like one even human being rather than two separate pieces. So I'm gonna take the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium and just work that right on the under eyes. I'm actually putting way too much. You don't need this much. But we are going for a full coverage glam, and honestly this is how much I put on if it's a full coverage glam routine kind of thing. This is the time where it's still wet and tacky and ready to pick up powder. So I'm gonna take this has been, ever since I found this Wander Beauty foundation powder, I have been loving it so much. It's super full coverage. It makes your skin look just like a blur filter, like it just looks super filtered. So I love it. So I'm in the shade, actually medium, but I'd actually like to try a lighter shade. So I'm just gonna swirl my damp beauty blender around it, look up, and then start to pat that in really fast. That's when it soaks it up and just looks so buttery and creamy. It makes your skin look so beautiful. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing I did to the top. I'm gonna first take caramel. I'm gonna bring it all the way into the inner corners too. Every time I look at caramel in the pan, I just want to pick it up and chew it. Is that weird? I think it is so delicious looking. I think because I looked at so many different caramels when I was trying to make this color, that every time I look at it, I just see like a chewy, salted caramel. Just, ooh. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back into this tiny brush from the Makeup Shack and work it into double shot and start to blend that into the lower lash line. This is gonna be closest to the lower lash line because you still want that caramel to peek through. Brush fits in there perfectly, so these pan sizes are large and in charge. So I'm gonna take some caramel and start to work that on the cheekbone just to bronze up. And it'll make the look just tie together really easy and flawless. So okay, so now I'm just gonna grab Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette. You guys know this is my go-to. Never lets me down. So I'm gonna take the middle shade. And then I'll go straight across to give me more of a button turned up nose, and right underneath so that it doesn't look super elongated. And I'll use a darker shade of contour right on the bottom just so that it intensifies that round look I'm trying to go for. And then I'll bring these edges in a I'll curve it in so it looks more rounded around the nose, like that. And then I'll take the banana shade and I'll just put it right on the end of the nose, right here, so that everything looks nice and even and blended. And voila, we have a new nose. So for the highlight, I think this would be the perfect match to the Latte Palette. This is Coffee and Cream, and this is the e.l.f. collaboration with Heart. So I'm gonna take both of these colors right here and pop them on to the tops of my cheekbones. And I'm sure you guys know this, but I love Heart with all my heart. I'm gonna go ahead and work that on. Ooh, I don't know if you guys saw this when my camera turned off. I went ahead and popped on the highlight to my Cupid's bow and did a very light dust over the top of the nose. I'm gonna be taking the Jouer Sable lip liner. This is such a soft, creamy lip liner. And then for the liquid lip, I'm gonna do the Huda Beauty Bombshell liquid lip. So I'm gonna work that on the lips. This is a thin formula. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. And if you want to pre-order the Latte Palette, it is available for pre-order right now. The link will be down below. Don't forget to check that out. And before I let you go, I want to let you guys know that people always forget what you say to them, but they will always remember how you make them feel. So just remember that. Treat people as good as you would want to be treated. And that's it. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, dollies.